Hello, Crippen astronauts. Welcome back from fall break. I am your art teacher, Mrs. Ghuneim. As you can see, I'm recording from home. This is part of my fall break, but I wanted to be sure I was ready for you guys come Monday. So this is now a new 9-week grading period, where it's going to start today, and by the time it finishes, we're going to be ready for winter break. So this is going to be week 1 of the second 9 weeks. I'll be sure to put the dates correctly in Canvas so you don't get confused between this week 1 and the week 1 from the first week of school. So here we go. Our art this week is inspired by the book How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. And we're gonna make a rainbow in correct color order, just like this. So some of us have a little bit of trouble remembering the order of the rainbow. And I could tell it to you right now, or I could teach you how to remember it using the acronym Roy G. Biv. So let's do that. So Roy G. Biv kind of sounds like a guy's name, but it helps us remember the color order of the rainbow. And so what I'm gonna do is, first let me get my colors in rainbow order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Another word for violet is purple. So here we go. R is for red, but we're also going to call it the R in the name Roy. O is for orange. Y is for yellow. It's starting to make sense, huh? And then, so that's the first name, or the acronym, Roy. And then we kind of give it a space because we act like this G is his middle initial. And then Biv. Blue is for indigo. I'm sorry, B is for blue. Miss Ghuneim is tired. B is for blue. I is for indigo. And V is for violet. Okay, Roy G. Biv. So that's just something that I learned when I was in elementary school, and a lot of people know it. And I bet you anything, if you walked up to somebody and asked them, hey, who is Roy G. Biv? They might be confused for a second, but then they might ask you, like in the rainbow, Roy G. Biv? So a lot of people do know this trick. And so now I'm gonna read this story, How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow, to you, and then we're gonna do our project afterwards. Our book today is How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow, written by Monica Sweeney, illustrated by Feronia Parker Thomas. How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. The sun and the clouds were best friends. They worked together to keep the earth warm and gardens growing. But of all the things they did together, their very favorite was making rainbows so that the whole world was colorful and happy. Then one day, the sun and the clouds had a big fight. The clouds were blocking the sun, and the sun couldn't shine through to the earth. The sun went sizzle, sizzle, sizzle at the clouds, and the clouds went clap, bang, boom back. They stopped being friends and were never in the sky together again. With the sun and clouds far apart, it was scorching hot on some days and damp and cold on others. And worst of all, there were no more rainbows. Without rainbows, the flowers, streams, and even cities started to lose their color. Soon, the earth was black and white. But in one little town, in one little school, in one little desk, there was one little forgotten box of crayons, and the crayons still had their colors. The desk rattled, shook, clambered, and clanked. All of a sudden, it toppled over and the box of crayons tumbled out. Ah! I'm naked! Get off me! Yippee! I'm out of here! Woe is me! Hey, where are all the colors? The crayons started to search for the colors. They raided marker bins and tore through art projects, but everything as far as they could see was only black and white. Who made all the colors go away? This is so sad. This is terrible. If oranges aren't orange, do I even exist? What about daffodils and butter? The crayons looked out the window. The sun was all the way to one side of the sky looking angry, and the clouds were all the way to the other looking gloomy. I miss all the colors. We can't even draw rainbows together now. Wait, that's it. We need to save the rainbows. So the crayons started drawing little rainbows all over town, but nothing happened. The sun and the clouds didn't seem to notice. We have to make our rainbows bigger, Violet said. Working together, the crayons drew and scribbled. They made the biggest, brightest, most colorful rainbow the world had ever seen. Ever so slowly, the sun perked up and the clouds floated in for a closer look. The sun and the clouds both peered down and admired the giant rainbow that the crayons had drawn. "What bright colors," said the sun. "It's incredible," said the clouds. They both looked at each other with great big smiles. The sun said to the clouds, "Remember when we used to get together all the time and make rainbows?" The clouds nodded. "I'm sorry for going clap, bang, boom to you. I'm sorry for going sizzle, sizzle, sizzle to you," said the sun. "It's better being friends," said the sun, and the clouds agreed. They hugged. The sun shined brightly and the clouds misted happy rain. Ever so slowly, rainbows reappeared near and far, turning the world colorful once again. What a beautiful and colorful world, don't you think, boys and girls? The end. The materials that you'll need for today's lesson will be something to color with. In the art room, we're going to use paint. At home, you can use whatever you have, including crayons. If you have watercolors, you can use those. These look different than the ones we have at school because I'm recording from home and this is the watercolor set that I have from home. It has a lot more colors to it, but we're only going to be using the 7 colors in the rainbow. You can also use color pencils or markers. Oh boy, came to join the party. Today I am going to paint the rainbow, putting the colors in rainbow order. I'm going to start with the color red. I'm going to start with a curved line for the top of our rainbow. Again with the color red, since it's the first color. Now, as you can see, the color doesn't continue all the way. I will have to go over it, but I'm continuing with the brush stroke so that I can see what direction I need to go for when I add more paint to it. It just helps my eyes see it better. And as you can see, I have to apply more paint as I go. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Here you can see me mixing blue with violet. It's mainly blue and just a little bit of violet, and I'm trying to make the color indigo. And because indigo is also a darker shade of blue mixed with a little violet, I'm going to add a tiny bit of black. I think that's it. I think I got indigo. So more blue, a little bit of purple, tiny bit of black, and that'll give you a good indigo. Some people like to put other colors in the rainbow. If we're talking about the true rainbow though, this is it right here. These are the colors that are identifiable in the sky when you look up and see a rainbow in nature. So you won't see a real rainbow that has like pink in it, like hot pink. I know that's a color that's really popular in rainbows. And there we go. Now we're all done. You've got the rainbow in the correct order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So this concludes our art lesson this week. I can't wait to see all of your rainbows, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.